Hey guys, this is Keykey's Doorway. I introduced myself in the first video while I was shuffling some of the cards. And now we could get a little started here. So, as I was talking, the last one I was referring to was Cancer and understanding our emotions through happiness and sorrow. And as I said that, the last card in the Angel deck was the Page of Earth. And the Page of Earth in reverse to me felt like we no longer need to feel like we are rookie in our earthly possessions and our earthly knowledge of self. We don't have to be afraid of that. In fact, embracing the page side of self is embracing that we had to become a rookie to get whatever's going to come to us ahead. A page is like the beginner, the novice, the one that is there to absorb information, to gather from people, places, and things what is needed or wanted or at any given situation. So it being reversed, first upright, it says, good news about financial matters. Wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. A new area of study. And it's in reverse. So maybe you know what kind of study you want to do on this planet at this time in your life. Maybe you really don't need to research anything that requires your earthly talents, who you naturally are, your natural gifts and abilities. Maybe your challenge is to, like Nike, just do it and see where it takes you. I mean, I'm doing this right now and I didn't see that happening. So let's see what the karma cards would say. Let's see what the karma cards would say. What do all the fire, earth, water, and air signs need to know today? Okay, wow. Jupiter. Okay, it's interesting. Okay, we're going to have a twist. I can feel that. All right. That's the Karma card deck. Let's go to the Past Lives deck. What do all the fire signs and earth signs, water signs, and air signs need to know about our past lives? What do fire signs, earth signs need to know about? Oh, wow. That is interesting. Okay. All right, we got it. 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 Oh, my God. We got it. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. This is already making a lot of sense. So far, what I could say is when it comes to our past lives, because in order for us to understand the present, we must know about our past, right? Our past life is, let's see. I'm getting all the cards together. Because we're going to have a ball with this. We're going to have a ball with this. Okay. All right. So, these are the cards, guys. These are the cards. So. All right. Well, the past lives says about vows based on the picture. When you think of vows, you think of, well, that comes to my head, marriage. Why marriage? Because with marriage, you try to devote everything that you said in your words to your significant other and to yourself in reality, in your walk with life with that person. Going against those vows make you feel like a part of your soul is going against not only your partner, but yourself. So how to connect our vows together is what is necessary to feel confident in what's ahead. So whatever vows you took to yourself, for yourself, in the month of May, try to explore that. If it was to love yourself more, if it was to honor your boundaries more, if it was to explore your natural talents and abilities, if it was to be honest to people, if it was to be truthful to yourself, if it was to take that new job that you were scared of, if it was to try that new school that you always wanted or new subject you always wanted as a career, the vows that you gave yourself in your mind, in your heart, and your soul, remember that in the month of May going into June. What is crowning us, what is giving us the motivation is Jupiter. And it went to the mental, to the spiritual side. That spiritual side, that emotions, like I was saying about Cancer, finding our happiness and our sadness in anything and everything we do. So it says spiritually, the granting of. So spiritually grant yourself, just like what we've seen in the vows. Whatever you made a vow to yourself, it's like granting yourself another chance, a clean slate. So grant yourself mental blessings, meaning everything that you think of has a doorway to see how blessed you really are as a person, how far you come. It had to be, in order for this mental blessing to even come forth, you had to have personal experience. So the vows took you to be personally aware of who you are when you made them. Not just of the circumstance, but a part of who you are. And with that, you'll always, from this moment on, have good fortune. People and places. So when you show your mental capacity of blessings, whether that be knowledge of yourself, knowledge of what you've learned in your life, knowledge of what you found out, you'll actually, and it has to be something you love, something you took a vow on, you'll actually get good fortune. Now, you know how you could get that good fortune? The first card that came up. Number 3, Trinity. The Empress, Archangel Gabriel, lavish abundance. Lavish abundance. Give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. The vows that you took to yourself for yourself is not here to punish you. It's not here to get you on a strict diet or a strict discipline of life. It's here to help you unlock what made you even want to set those vows, what made you want to have a new set of disciplines through your abilities and through your natural talents. And with Archangel Gabriel by your side, which is also a part of you, he will be that representation of that inner strength to know that whatever you do, whatever you say, whatever mental blessings you have will give you good fortune. And with those mental clarities and with those abilities, look at that. You get a knight, not a page, a knight of water. Emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative, just like we was talking about with Cancer and Scorpio and Pisces. Falling in love or wedding proposal. The need to balance emotions and invitation to a social event. So guys, whatever you was putting a vow to, you must have been doing some parts of it because it's showing through the night. So your mental clarity and your knowing of your ego and your knowing of yourself and the knowing of your not known of self, your conscious mind, your empathetic side of yourself. Once those things are in line, once you see the blessings and the granting of those mental blessings, of your mental abilities, of your mental understandings of your personal life and how all those good things and bad things had to be done for you to now express them to others and have them see delight in you. And what better at a time where people don't know that emotions are very powerful. So tap into that Piscean side of yourself, that explorer of the sea. See how he's riding. He's like, look, I'm on my dolphin. I'm good. Look at that. I'm on my dolphin. I'm good. I'm riding. I got the waves behind me. I'm surfing. And I got some cups. Look at that. Underneath, waiting for me to explore and dive in. And guess what? I'm about to dive in. You see how you see how the dolphin tilting? He tilting. Whale dolphin is tilting. Ready. Are you ready? It seems like you're ready. You put the vows out there in the ethers. You got Jupiter up here ready to grant you your fortune. So tap into that emotion side. Tap into that mystic side of you, that magical side of you, and express it. Next, Two of Air. Oh, okay, you got Two of Air. Now, this card is beautiful because the first thing that popped up to me is that you have two different horses, male, female, locking in their magical horns. What makes them them, which we've seen in the Knight of Water and in the Empress. The vows that you took for yourself is being unable or willing to make a decision. So yeah, you might have two abilities, you might have two talents, you might have two lovers, you might have two jobs, you might have two friends, you might have two parents, you might have two or something that's causing you to feel like you have to choose one over the other. But in this card, they don't look like they're separated. Yeah, they look like they're competing to see which one's going to be on top of the other. But they have yet this level of trust. I mean, you have to have a level of trust to even have an opponent there to compete with you anyway. So see your ego side and your not self, that soul that wants to be expressed. Bring those two together. Bring your emotions and your ego together to articulate outwardly to people. You will definitely go far, and it's in the upright. It's not reversed. So you have a chance. We all have a chance. Five of Earth. Beautiful. Got 3 on the top, 2 on the side. Show you the way into the doorway. Showing you what you are surrounded by. Your fears surrounding money. The wisdom to accept help from others. Uncertain self-employment. Well, 5 of Earth, like we was mentioning earlier, the earthly goods. What do you have as a natural talent? What are the 2 things or 3 things that you have as a natural talent? Possibly a 4th. Maybe 5 of Earth. So let's say you have 5 abilities, 5 natural abilities. And you have 2 lighting the way, yes, but those 3 up top are your main source. Rather than get overwhelmed by your fears, look at the 2 that you're enthusiastic right now in your situation right now. Whatever you're going through emotionally, what are the 2 natural abilities, talents, and skills, professional or natural, that you know you're great at, that you could demonstrate not just to yourself but to others? That will unlock the uncertainty of your self-employment, because these 5 things are a part of you. They're not an occupation that you're seeing in the newsletter or Craigslist in them. These are things that are part of you that you can relate to on this earthly plane, on Earth, with other people. As soon as people hear what you're doing, they're like, yeah, I can see that. I can see you doing that. Yep, I can see you doing that. Why you didn't think of that? Because you were uncertain that people would actually agree with you. But don't be uncertain. Use that emotion. Use that communication skills. Tap into it. Your emotions are actually a doorway to your communication. If you could feel something, then you should be able to say it. Even if you had to demonstrate it from a movie reference or a book reference or something you learned before, or through other situation for others to understand you, whatever the case may be, use that creative side of your brain to communicate that. not just to yourself, but to others, because you made that vow earlier. So you might as well stick to it. We came this far. I know I made a vow. I'm sticking to it right now. 8 of air, an illusion of being trapped, an illusion. See, that uncertainty that we were talking about earlier, that's uncertainty of self-employment, is trickling down into illusion now. So now, what you thought was uncertain is just now an illusion of being trapped. Because look, yes, you got the 8 of air. Yes, it's 7 unicorn with magic. That means you got about 8 abilities. Wow, you went from a 5 to an 8. So you got 3 more abilities. They probably are spiritual. All 7 of them. All 7 of them. Which goes back to the sign of Libra. That scales. Remember we talking about the scales of how to balance? You have that one that represents that true you, that's leading the way for the other 7. So them vows are solid. It tells you that because the unicorn is charging the head. Yes, it looks the same like the other unicorns. Yes, it looks like it's running just like in the same direction, but are they? It looks like the other horses are looking at this one, looking at you to lead them the way. You are pointed with your horns on how they could follow you, because you already know you ahead of them. You just making sure that they know how to follow where they should go. So trusting yourself. A lack of self-confidence. See, you got to trust in yourself. Afraid to take action. Just take that one baby step. This is my baby step, this recording, and this is my first time, so bear with me. But I'm happy I'm doing it. Just doing it will get me a step closer to becoming better at it. I don't know where it's going to take me, but I'm happy to do it. And this is actually my fear. 2 of fire. I seen before we had the 2 of air. So we went from 2 of air to the 2 of fire. Okay. This made me think of the Aries side of ourselves, the fire side of ourselves, the ego side of ourselves, merging with the mature side of ourselves, the lion side of ourselves, the Sagittarian side, merging those 3 fire signs, that childlike quality of adventure, that maturity and the courageousness of the lion, and that steadfast pace as a Sagittarian will get us to where we need to go. So merge your ego with who you are spiritually. Let's see what it says. You come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. See? When you trust in yourself, when you communicate what you feel and what you know, and you're not afraid of how people are going to judge you, because that's all it is. The illusion is they're going to judge you. Guess what? Judging is this air. It doesn't hold any weight until you actually feel it's true. And since you held your ego and your spirit intact, you are rewarded with the 4 of earth. Being too frivolous or too cautious with money. Good business decisions given to those less fortunate. Being too frivolous or too cautious. Okay. Well, I can see. I mean, look at the background. Frivolous, I can see. She's trying to upkeep her palace. It looks like it needs to upgrade a little bit. So she's trying to balance out her coins. But at the same time, she doesn't want to feel like she's just trapped in her material possessions. She wants to give back. So when you are on your quest of knowing yourself and knowing your ego side of yourself and knowing your abilities, your natural abilities and your spiritual abilities and your professional abilities and your job experience, how to merge those things together, you will see that naturally giving back to those will be a great practice. If you're feeling doubtful of your talents and abilities, practicing on a daily basis with people that you know and love will give you that room to feel more fortunate in your abilities. And when feeling confident in your abilities, we get the 7 of fire. That's 7 of fire. 7 of fire. So now we got the Libra and the fire sign. So we got that action and that drive to take us a little step higher. Come on, look at that dragon. She like, yeah, we about to soar, baby. They don't know what they're about to get. We about to show them. We about to show them. Look at these daggers. Look at them. Look, I thought they were there to give us some more. I think they there to, we getting to collecting that. We collecting that. See, we collecting that because, do she look afraid? She look afraid? She look happy like a mug. And guess what? They look like they just tucking them swords and tucking them wands in the feathers and wings of the dragon. It's actually making the dragon's wings multi-dimensional, multicolored. So now you got the earthly realm and the spiritual realm. So you did combine your earthly thoughts with your material knowledge. Defend your beliefs and decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely. So see how you got all those wands. But guess what? She's holding one of them. She's only holding one of them. Yeah, she's going to get the rest later. She probably already tucking them in the feathers now. Dragon already got her for safekeeping. But she knows what wand she truly needs. So stand your ground in the wand that you hold. Stand your ground in your natural ability. Stand your ground in your natural talents. Stand your ground in the personal experiences that you have gone through. Your trials and tribulations, they will make you. But don't feel that you always got to flex them to show who you are. Sometimes you just doing you. Like we said earlier, like Nike just doing it will put others in place. Okay? Sometimes action is better than words, I feel. I see the fire signs and the air signs and water signs agree. King of air, see? We went from a knight of air to a king of air. Look at that. So see, you taking it higher. Like Sly and the Family Stone, baby, taking it higher. Brilliant, impartial, professional, diplomatic. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice, balance mental and emotional consideration. So now that you balanced out who you are through your ego, through yourself, through your spiritual self, and learning how to merge that into material gains, and not just for yourself, but through others, and having that Scorpion magician number 8 manifest everything. You became a king. You united yourself into a king. Trust that you're diplomatic. Trust that you know exactly what to say and how to say it and how to express it. Look at that. The Ace of Fire. I guess you're going to have some fire up in here today. An exciting new opportunity. Career advancement. Change your life now. He has one wand. It seemed like every one card that we've seen had one wand. That shows that we already know what we got to do. It seems that we already know where we're going to go. We might not know how we're going to get there, but we know we're getting there. Look out for those things that spark your interest. Look out for those signs, whether it be in commercial, whether it be in the music, whether it be in a phrase somebody says. Let these unknown gestures that you've always been keen to listen to be your definite guide, because you are now using your intuition and your spirituality to guide you. So now the next step is to hear those intuitions and those spiritualities through other people and other things and places that you are connected to in that now situation. That way you could get that aha moment. And when you get that aha moment, baby, we gonna get the 9 of earth. Yes, completion. Yes, enjoying life's little luxuries. Spending quiet time alone. Successful self-employment. So now that uncertainty that we had of self-employment earlier is now grounded in what we know and who we are and what we're now capable of doing. And we feel mighty damn good about it. So damn good. We looking at this page of earth like, get on out of here, rookie. We understand we were once rookies. We understand that we were once innocent in what we had to learn and what we had to see. But now that we know that the things that we had to see and endure and find out and seek knowledge of, it's a part of us now. So we don't have to keep searching those things anymore. Now we could just express them. So see, scholarly, dependable, patient, successful. Good news about financial matters. Wanting to do something more challenging, a new area study. We heard about that new challenging earlier. This is in reverse. You know you don't need to, you're not a rookie no more. You're not a rookie. Whether you now elevated yourself into intermediate or you were once an intermediate and now you advance. No matter what level you are, it has to be either intermediate or advanced. Out of one of those two, now it's time to take action. Stick to the vows. Let Jupiter, the planet of Jupiter, guide the way. On the third clip, we'll find the definitions of these and see if it gives us more understanding to why these cards came out to us. This is Keykey's Doorway. Hope to see you on the other side. Till we meet again.